Hey McLean, I'm Erica.
And I'm Lyssa. This is our second news show while in quarantine.
And luckily for WMHS News, Lyssa and I have been forced to hang out with each other for the entirety of this time. And look, since we did our last broadcast, Lyssa's gotten a haircut. I gave it to her.
Yeah, it's been a blast.
Totally. Now for WMHS News.
McLean is having a virtual Spirit Week starting Monday, April 13th, during our first week of distance learning. Monday will be Tie Day, Tuesday will be USA Day, Wednesday will be McLean Day, Thursday will be Salad Day with each grade dressing up based on their corresponding salads, and Friday is Jersey Day. More information can be found on the McLean High Instagram at McLean_High.
Third quarter has been extended to April 24th in order to allow students to turn in any missing work to bring up their third quarter grade. FCPS has determined that fourth quarter grades can't bring down students' overall grades for the year, and fourth quarter assignments can only improve their final grades. More information on fourth quarter grading will be released next week.
From April 14th through June 8th, FCPS students will take part in distance learning. Check your teacher's Blackboard pages for links to their Blackboard Collaborate Ultra links. Your first Red Day class will start on Tuesday at 9:15 a.m., so you will need to go to your first period teacher's Blackboard Collaborate room at that time. First period will run until 10 a.m., followed by third period from 10:30 to 11:15, an hour for lunch, then fifth period from 12:15 to 1, and seventh period from 1:30 to 2:15. Silver Day classes will be held on Thursday starting at 9:15 and ending at 1. It might sound overwhelming, but I think we'll all get the hang of it soon. Be sure to reach out to your teachers if you have any concerns about the schedule or the workload.
Speaking of feeling overwhelmed, FCPS is offering additional mental wellness resources during these difficult times. Parents can schedule 30-minute phone consultations for their students who are experiencing anxiety, depression, or any other issues. McLean's mental health clinical team is also available to help, so please reach out to our school psychologists, Ms. Warfall and Ms. Parker-Lewis, and to our school social worker, Ms. Jerome Featherston, if you would like to talk. Check out Dr. Riley's Monday message to the community for their contact information. You can also text capital NEEDHELP to 85511 at any time. That's NEEDHELP. Now to Ratik with the weather.
Hey McLean, it's Ratik with your weather. On Friday, it's going to be partly cloudy with a high of 53 and a low of 37. On Saturday, it's going to be bright and sunny with a high of 61 and a low of 45. After that, however, it appears the sun will be experiencing its own social distancing because it is expected to rain for most of next week. That's all for your weather. Now back to your anchors.
Thanks, Ratik. FCPS is continuing to offer grab-and-go meals at some schools along bus routes and other locations around Fairfax County. Details on locations and times are available on the FCPS website or the link below.
Unfortunately, all spring sports have been canceled for the remainder of the school year, but be sure to follow at McLean Athletics on Instagram and Twitter to help celebrate McLean High School senior spring athletes. Now we'll go to John with an update on your national and international sports.
Hey McLean, it's John with your sports. Another sports league has been canceled with UFC 249 on April 18th canceled. And while most big sporting events have only been postponed or suspended, some big competitions like Wimbledon, the British Open, and the NCAA have been canceled. That's all for your sports. Now back to your anchors.
Thanks, John. Now for your global news. Yesterday, Bernie Sanders dropped out of the race for the Democratic nomination for president, leaving Joe Biden as the party's presumptive nominee for the 2020 election.
Farmers markets and fish markets are no longer considered essential businesses in Washington, D.C., and while grocery stores are still considered essential businesses here, customers are now required to wear face masks while shopping.
Chinese workers in the U.S. are losing their visas, but are unable to fly home due to the dwindling number and high cost of flights going to China. With the United States Citizenship and Immigration limiting services due to COVID-19, many immigrants are unable to solve problems with their visas in the time allotted by the USCIS, causing them to risk future immigration penalties.
You know, with nothing to do all day, I've been discovering and listening to a lot of new music. Let's go to Lexi and see what new songs have been recently released.
Hey, it's Lexi reporting for WMHS News, live from my room. As we begin the first week of April, many artists have already begun to shower streaming platforms with new music. And I'm here to let you in on the raindrop of songs that have been released earlier this week. First up, R&B singer, songwriter, and producer Frank Ocean released 2 singles on the 3rd, titled Queando and Dear April. Queando, meaning falling down, features Frank singing in Spanish, which is quite a twist from his normal English vocals. With these 2 new singles added to his discography, many fans have been speculating a possible album in the midst, as he semi-released 2 singles in November of 2019. Next, Canadian rapper, singer, and songwriter Drake released a single on the 3rd titled Tootsie Slide. The song's lyrics intend a dance to go along with its catchy beat. On Instagram, many people are showing off their dance moves to the new song using the hashtag Tootsie Slide. Looks like Drake could be trying to set another trend, just like his infamous In My Feelings challenge from 2018. North Carolina rapper and songwriter DaBaby released a single on the 1st titled Find My Way. Starting off, we hear some acoustics behind the trap beat, which pair nicely with his slower verses. This is quite a surprise, as DaBaby is known for his hardcore and clever flows behind bass-filled beats. Maybe fans can expect more personal singles as DaBaby experiments with different sounds. Rapper-singer Loner released a single on the 3rd titled Make the Most, featuring R&B Grammy winner Her. The two's voices interlace very well together, sharing very heartfelt lyrics behind a classic smooth R&B beat. On the same day, Loner dropped the music video on his YouTube channel, so if you're more of a visual listener, I'd check the video out. Last but not least, actress, singer, songwriter, and producer Lindsay Lohan released a single on the 3rd titled Back to Me. Her most recent song, titled Bossy, was released in January of 2008. Wow. In Back to Me, we hear a whole new style change from teen pop to EDM. Her vocals are repetitive but melodic, as she plays around with autotune all throughout the song. Maybe all this quarantining is just what Lindsay needed to make an unsuspecting comeback in the music industry. I hope you Highlanders check out some of these songs and artists and continue to stay safe at home.
Wow, thanks, Lexi. I'd almost forgotten about Lindsay Lohan. You know, this news show is the most social interaction I've had, all week.
Yeah, this has been the most exciting part of my day.
Oh. If you'd like to submit an announcement for the next episode of WMHS News at Home, send it to mhsbroadcastnews@gmail.com.
Keep social distancing.
Stay safe, McLean.